Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Sands of Salzaar. This will be part 29 of our Let's Play. In the last episode, we met up with Elada again. We confronted the Ifrit Voidmaster and he kind of dumpstered us, and then we sort of remembered everything. We remembered everything from, I guess, like our past lives with Elada or something, and we're giving it one more try to make the Ifrit Voidmaster see sense. And that's where we are now. We're in the Ifrit lands. We're in the quote-unquote fire barracks, and we're gonna go confront the Voidmaster. Here he is. You finally arrive at the destination. Entering the Voidmaster's palace, there are no guards to stop you. In absolute darkness here, you feel complete isolation from the outside world. This must be how the warriors of the Black Sun felt. You walk for some time, eventually coming across a blazing fire amidst the darkness, and sitting atop a throne in the middle of these raging flames is none other than the leader of the Ifrit. We meet again, River Goddess, and you, a fragile human. Oh, the stubbornness of insects. What have ye come crawling back for this time? Revenge, or to vent? I still come in the name of integrity and peace. The Voidmaster falls silent, but only for a moment. He soon regains his composure, raising his head in arrogance and bearing a terrifying grin. The Ifrit lack the flexible facial muscles of humankind and cannot make expressive gestures, so seeing the Voidmaster produce this dark, human-like smile sends a shiver running down your spine. It is precisely at this moment that you feel an inexplicable pressure sweep over you like a storm, confounding your breath. The short Inferno Ghoul's last words rattle around inside your skull, and for some reason you are reminded of that silent Ifrit who stood sentry over this shattered realm. Aloysius. Emissary. There's another emissary here. Could it be? You talk too much. Ooh, we get to fight? Okay, well let's take Zaynep, Nasant, and Reek. Is it literally us versus him? Oh, cool. Okay, hit him with the stun. Okay, we just need to... Wow! Okay, well... I mean, we're winning. Oh, I just got hit by a meteor. I saw that elf disappear. Holy shit. Man, I saw that. I was like full health and then a sliver. Good thing I didn't plan to get hit by one of those, you know, before I'd won. Fragile things. As the Voidmaster falls, you hear a young man's voice from one corner. He strides out of the darkness and sits down beside the Voidmaster's body. Oh. Through the warmth of the flames, you see it's just the face of a young human. We meet again, he says emotionlessly, as he bows his head and covers up an eye. Somehow his voice seems familiar to you, but you can't quite place it. Hello there. My name's Olum. Any final requests? Unfinished business, unsettled relations, unforgettable obsessions. Tell me all about it if you desire. I have a phenomenal memory, and your dreams, desires, and voices will live on in my mind forever. You are but a human. Why are you trying to destroy the peace forged between us and the Ifrit? Do you hate humans, or merely the Ifrit? Alright already. Enough bluster. I just asked if you had any final request. If there's no last request, then give my regards to Azrael. We'll do same team. The gang? Alright, summon the Goombas. We'll blast everything. Oh boy, is this magic? This far transcends the scope of mere magic. Such is the power of Obsidian Flame. You're not wrong, he is an emissary. Emissary? Later claimed that the River Goddess was the only emissary for the Obsidian Flame in our universe, etching the forces of time into her bloodline to pass down through the ages. The emissary's power is sourced from the Obsidian Flame itself, which means we're also talking to a god right now? Olum's wounds regenerate right before your very eyes. Selling yourself out and becoming a puppet, just to try and transcend these vagaries and weaknesses of mortal flesh. Don't you lecture me. Shut it. Then let me ask you this. Do you have any last words? Damn it. If I use too much royal blood here to heal us up, it'll just speed up the demise of this universe, giving us even less time to spend during the next reincarnation. What is it you are thinking, Elada? Forget about the next time. Let's pull out all the stops and end this now. Suddenly, an ashy dark hand comes out of nowhere, gripping Elada's wrist and disrupting her incantation. A shaft of dark purple light gradually sharpens into a halo, and the owner of the hand slowly shuffles from out of the center. Aloysius? You really are an annoying loser, dear Ifrit. Stop it. I'm just doing what you've already done. Do you still not get it? You are just a pawn being played here. Everything you do is going to be taken off you by them. That reminds me, my father's been waiting all this time for you to return your powers. When are you going to give up, Aloysius? Stop being used, Olum. There are 4 people here, and 3 of them are emissaries of my father. Tell me again, who is it that's being used? Save yourself some time and quit being such a fool. Oh, Princess Elada, this is an arch-villain who has destroyed our world. Unless you've lost all sense of justice, quickly, slay him. You! Aloysius stands before you. You guys conserve your energy and bide your time. Leave this one up to me. I'll take you through to Obsidian Flame after we defeat him, so please, conserve your strength. Go together? I'm just a kid. Is this really such a good idea? As soon as Olum finishes speaking, a fist slams into his face. Ah! Olum covers his gaping facial wound in both hands as he howls. Oh, the pain. I hate pain. His wound is completely healed over. Such incredible regeneration. I will never forget you. Never. Oh, still going. Oh god, he really is healing a bit, isn't he? Oh, he's a giant Spider-Man. Fair enough. He doesn't appear to be able to fight back, though, I will say. I don't think he'll be able to stand up. Oh, it's so sore. Mama, sister, save me, save me. Oh, it hurts so much. Olum curls up on the ground, clutching his knees to his chest as he wails. The Ifrit Voidmaster is still alive, but barely. Has that guy really been in control of him this whole time? Not quite. Olum lacks the power to control human emotion. The Obsidian Flame may have warped his appearance, but it also granted him the powers of rapid regeneration. It's plain to see that he's been seduced into wrongdoing by Olum. Alas, I hope you can give us another chance. Give peace between the humans and the Ifrit one more chance. Aloysius squats down to heal the Ifrit Voidmaster's wounds. Suddenly... Ugh! Aloysius! Careful. I guess Olum's back up. The Ifrit's heart is located in the exact center with a dark red rocky exterior. You learn this after a soft mortal arm penetrates through Aloysius's chest. You didn't know? We are all children of his. That's an inseparable bond between father and progeny that can never be broken. As long as he uses this power, this connection will always exist. You and I are of the same strength, so therefore I can also use you for nourishment. Despite being grievously wounded, Elada grits her teeth to launch a magical attack. However, an enormous spider springs out of nowhere, breaking Elada's concentration. She leaps out of the way of the initial assault, but cannot avoid the accompanying fireballs. Don't worry, you're next. Elada, Aloysius. Aloysius, what about you? What is your final request? Oh, I see. You want to save the world. Don't worry, I'll save it for you. Olum's ravaged corpse quickly regenerates. A sizzling, creepy giggle escapes his lips, like the joints of a puppet creaking together. After several rounds of fighting, you are all exhausted to the bone. You try to save Aloysius, but Olum repels you at even faster speeds than before. You are no match for him. The 8 giant hands behind Olum plunge one after the other into the ground, forming a towering wall. Are we beginning to despair yet? He asks coolly, looking down at you. You can only watch as Aloysius's hands and feet gradually turn as ashen grey as his. It's a sight you've seen countless times before. Olum draws a hex in the air with his other hand, and a dark purple vortex materializes. You know this is the portal to the shattered universe. You can't escape! You shriek feebly. Your chest feels as though it has been shredded to pieces and you begin to cough up blood. A shrill, steady sound fills your eardrums as though a coarse cable is being used to floss inside your brain. Ugh. Despair, weakness, pain, misery, and anger. Try as you might, you are unable to move your limbs. You no longer have any fight left in you, and can only leave yourself to this cruel fate. Looking over to Elada, you know that even if you don't have any chance here, she will live on, and she can have another crack at this. Elada remains as motionless as you, whether or not she's even able to move. But that's when everything took a sharp turn. A monstrous hand reaches through the rift and penetrates straight through Alum, just as he had done to Aloysius. Jesus, okay. It's Obsidian Flame, regenerating its own power. Why, Father? Why? I must have forgotten something, but my memory is perfect. Mother, my sister, your last wishes. Why can't I remember? The giant hand pulls away from Alum's chest, stretching out every finger like a gymnast. Ah, your final wish is to kill me. So it's like that. I remember. I remember. It suddenly turns to face Elada. No! The human princess and this adventurer. Don't be afraid. You've already defeated it. Huh? I feel dizzy. Obsidian Flame. Where are we? Elada! God, this is taking a turn. A weird one. 27, 28, 29, 30. Time is up. I'm coming to get you. A new friend. Do you want to play with us? Do you want to play with her? Sure. If you help me find the other two, I'll give you something good. I'll try. Well, one of them's over here, apparently, because I can see him on the map. Aw, I hid so well. Boot. Whoop, whoop. Getting a bit lost. And there's little Huez. Havez? You found me. There we go. Look, I did it. Little Jara. Thank you, stranger. Now, Ali must be the Ifrit. An Ifrit? What on earth is happening? An Ifrit, an inferno. Ooh, man-eating monster. You shouldn't go into the forest at night. Don't go to the river either. It's dangerous there. Weren't you supposed to give me something? I swear you said you were going to give me something. Ghazi? Hey, stranger. You want to help? I have some wood to be delivered to the east. Help him deliver wood? Sure. Please, we're building a barrier. Hope we have some use against the Ifrit. Oh, are we back in time or something? Didn't you say I had to go to the east? That's east. Like I am in the east. Oh god, I don't know. I don't frickin' know. Is this the east then? No? Is it? Did you actually mean the south? You probably meant the south, didn't you? Carpenter? You've sent wood to Ghazi. You must have run fast. Put it here. Take these tools as a gift. They're no good to me these days. Okay. Oh, does this guy want tools? Why are you so stupid? Those with evil powers are not one of us. You're with me, right? Comfort him. Yeah, thank you. I knew I was right. They are the stupid ones. Okay. River Goddess. You see a girl in tattered rags hiding behind the riverside shrubbery, giving off a pungent aroma. You are no stranger to this girl. You've seen her many times in the temple. She's the source of everything, the one who first opened the rift, the River Goddess. Yeah, is this a mirage? Or am I dreaming? Slap yourself lightly. You feel a pain in your stomach. You startle the girl, who shrinks back and plucks some branches to cover her modesty. Don't be afraid. I won't harm you. Trembling, the girl gives no answer. As you slowly approach her, she recedes in terror. Watch out behind you, there's... Ah! Slipping, the girl falls into the river waters. As you stretch out a hand in help, a bolt of inspiration strikes you. No, the river has... She falls in the river and is engulfed by a whirlpool. Do you want to live? If you want to live, come with me. Oh, isn't this a thing that was said? This was a thing that was said to us a lot earlier. Didn't Elada say this? Hey, wake up there, hey. Is he dead? Oh, it's the three from before. That's terrible. The floods were just terrible. That's so weird. This person was always reminded me of someone. Where have we met before? You guys. That's weird. What's going on here? Have I traveled through time? I've gone insane. She's taken on a lot of water. This doesn't look good. Could a lady have unintentionally activated temporal powers? No, I have to get to the bottom of this. Am I being shown things? Again, am I like the super chosen one? I've done all this before. I am the king. I am the time travel master. I am another emissary. Is that what the answer's going to be? Sometimes I think of Ghazi. He must be happy. He's been waiting some time for this day. A pity. Now where have we met before? Nothing around here. Ooh, there's a nice little grove. That's fun. Am I missing something? Do I need to like talk to these three? Praise be to the river goddess. Otherwise we'd have never survived this flood. The river goddess is a gentle, beautiful being. Please protect her, ye gods. The goddess carries the will of heaven in her heart. She's got this. I heard that the river goddess has gone to negotiate with the Ifrit. Hopefully everything goes well. Right, okay. So were we there, like, originally? Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. Oof. Who goes there? Hi. This is the first time you've ever laid eyes on an Ifrit female. She walks slowly towards you, carrying a child. Stop right there. What are you doing? Stopping, she points to the child and then points to her own belly. Food? She nods. You consider the prospect that since the Ifrit feed on humans, particularly those with magical powers, then your magical bloodline must present a delectable feast indeed. Just as you're about to nick a cut in your hand to release some blood, a warm hand places itself on your shoulder. Shaking her head? Don't you guys drink human blood? She nods. How can I help you then? She points deep into the forest whence a faint glow emanates. There's food in there. Is that what you mean? She nods. Okay, I'll be right back. You detect the faintest magical energies from here, almost imperceptible. Turns out that some Ifrit prefer this over killing and eating of human flesh. What, mushrooms? Are we out of mushrooms? Is that why the Ifrit are at war with us? Is this the one? Takes fruit. She bites into the fruit and chews some down, before regurgitating it into her hand and feeding it to her child. Lovely. The Ifrit baby is soft like pumice. Sure. And the flames on his body have not completely ignited. Wow, so the Ifrit can have babies, and they look like this? I'd never have guessed. Name. What? She keeps repeating syllables that sound similar to the human word for name as she points at her baby and looks to you. As I gesture with my hands, you want me to name your kid? She nods. Let me see. You draw close to the child in her arms, and while there's no way you consider him cute, you can't help but feel sentimental. I call him Voidmaster. No, is this going to be Aloysius? You think of the Ifrit you know. Aloysius. What about Aloysius? Aloysius? Repeating slowly. Aloysius. 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 That's right, Aloysius. The Ifrit female strokes the baby's face while chirping his new name to him over and over again. Aloysius. The creatures in this world are beyond redemption. Let's reset everything, River Goddess. Right, so did I name him? God, this is getting all very time travel-y and very confusing. Oop. Wake up, little US. The Ifrit, give them back to me, give it. Huh? How did I get back here? Am I dreaming? Is this a mirage? Little Gerard's face is pale. The corpse lies strewn on the ground before him. The iron stench of blood fills your nostrils. What on earth has happened here? The Ifrit. These peace-seeking Ifrit, they tricked us. They beat up the River Goddess and they locked us up here like camels. When they're hungry, they come down and hunt us. Ali has already been eaten, and little Hugh has... Little Hugh has his lunch too. There. I vow to protect you. If you have it in your heart to protect little Jara, please go west to the river at once. I remember now. I definitely recall you from the days of my youth. You haven't changed a bit. How powerful you must be. Please, I beg of you, if you really are that powerful, please go and protect the river goddess. Little Jara tears off part of her skirt, wafting up the stench of putrid blood. What's left of poor Jara's legs have been mutilated into a mush of fleshy stumps. Jesus. Go, protect her beneficence, the river goddess. You have to save her. I will. Thank you. Little Jara squeezes out one final fleeting smile before collapsing atop little Huez. She won't be waking up again. Man, this got real dark. Is this supposed to be showing me that, like, yes, the Ifrit are evil? See how evil they are? I like how we're getting all these orbs and stuff, but we can't actually use them because we can't access our inventory to equip them. So, it's a bit pointless. Alright, so you have to go to the river. The river goddess is over here. There's a big purple portal. Ooh. A huge whirlpool opens up in the river, sucking in dozens of Ifrit in the blink of an eye. Things happen so fast you can scarcely believe it. A young woman stands in the eye of the whirlpool atop a cushion of waves, furrowing her brow under two raised arms. This river anomaly must be of her doing. The river waters outside the whirlpool froth and churn like a monstrous sea serpent. You try to force your way towards her through the billowing waters. River goddess? She remained emotionless, focusing only on her incantation. Just like in the stories of old, the river goddess seals up the Ifrit within another domain. History repeats itself before your very eyes, but what this tells you is that the river goddess plays a far higher purpose than previously thought. You feel a strange attraction towards the whirlpool, and your mind instantly goes to the most depraved and paranoid of possibilities. Do you want to drive off all the humans too? Ignoring you, she continues her incantations. The whirlpool gradually slows down and the waters start to calm. Could the costs of river magic be taxing her too severely? It seems not. With another whisper, the whirlpool waters surge once more, frothing up even higher than before. It turns out you're not their savior after all. She remains silent, but nothing could change your mind now. Her wrath was prophesied by Mirage. You grip your weapon tightly and hurl it with all your might at the river goddess. The surging water cuts against your skin, but cannot prevent you charging forth. Well, we'll take Zaynep and the crew. Don't even know where she is. Oop! I got super beamed by that one. Zap! Come on, fireballs. Yep. Ow. Oh, we got her. You break her spell, and the mighty serpent of water suddenly falls down, sending splashes everywhere. What are you doing? She finally cried out. Holding one hand on her forehead, the river goddess looked to be in severe pain. Why? The Ifrit, the humans, whatever. They're all just silly little fragile creatures. We all make our own choices, though. In our growth and development, they've always chosen unwisely, and there's no way back now, I'm afraid. I'm no savior, nor am I even a goddess, and I certainly don't want to destroy everything. I just want to restore the world to its initial purity, to give them a chance to choose all over again. The river goddess staggers in shock, chest heaving and soaked from head to toe. You now understand where she is coming from and look on her with sorrow. I just want to give them another chance. Suddenly she looks up and a huge pair of hands stretches up behind her. I hope this time they can make the right choice. The power of Obsidian Flame. Yes, the first emissary of Salzaar was none other than the river goddess. Perhaps if I can defeat Obsidian Flame here, I can make it back. When I bring them comfort and respite, I'm a goddess. When I have nothing, I just become an object of sacrifice. Be it humans or be it Ifrit, they're all tragic little things, destined to destroy each other in battle. And when that day comes, the world itself shall cease to exist. The only life force that can bring light to the future is no human, nor is it Ifrit. They're just barbarous destroyers of things, so send them to the Shattered Realm to slowly wither and die, or to God not execute such celestial command. The giant hands behind her slowly move side to side, lumbering like beasts. You gaze at the novel scene, transfixed. Suddenly, careful! Just as the hands are about to reach through her body, you leap over in the nick of time and slice it clean in half. You will not let this happen one more time. What? The severed hands reattach themselves, then transform into a net to enshroud you. This is all Obsidian Flame regenerating its own power. It was the same last back then. What? It's the same back then. You think of Olum's death. The water molecules inside the net condense, and the river goddess starts crying out in pain. Damn it, it's changed into mist and I can't chop through it. It seems as though Obsidian Flame has greatly slowed its regeneration, perhaps due to the fog. Phew. The Obsidian Flame is the only connection to the emissary. I don't want anything. What should I do? Tell me. The Obsidian Flame had the power to spread his followers across the world, but could not do so because it could not sever connection with its emissaries. An emissary is a sub-branch of its power, but the two cannot fully disengage from each other. This means that the emissary, as a clone, has a chance at engulfing its original self. What can you see? Hey, can you see it? The link between you two. Link? You're connected to each other. It can recycle your power and you can deprive it, just like tug of war. I can't see anything. Everything's black. I can't see. You grab her hand in a haste and close your eyes. See that blue light over there? No. The blue light. Ah, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, so is this the Obsidian Flame? Why can't I strand you in time? Why not? My power. My power, why, River Goddess? Yeah, okay, so that's the Obsidian Flame talking. What is this place? Could I really be trapped in the timeless past? Oh, well, I've got the River Goddess back. Excuse me. You're here. River Goddess? Are you okay? Turning around, she betrays the warmest of caring smiles, completely at odds with the side scene at the vortex. She's every bit as beautiful as the image of the statue in your memory. Elada tries to save you, but is accidentally hit by Obsidian Flame's attack. It controls Elada, forcing her to send you back in time. Elada? Do you know Elada? How is she doing these days? She's still alive because of you. She shrugged off Obsidian Flame's control and is waiting for you. Alright then. You said that I came here because of Elada, but I thought her time control powers only worked on herself. She can heal others and can cause a wound to revert back to how it was before. She's always been able to do this to both herself and others. But as her powers wane, she's unable to send a whole person, body and soul, back in one piece. You should have been shredded apart by time, but for some reason, here you are standing right before me. If this power is continually waning, can you see into the future still now? You wanted to ask something about the future, but can't quite bring yourself to do it. I cannot do it. I will give part of my time powers to another person, the future part. Could that mean... The River Goddess gently stroked her like she's pregnant. She's pregnant. You finally realize the slight extension of the goddess's belly. It seems that she is with child. My goddess. I did something selfish. I don't want to break my child's heart, so I chose to be an ordinary person and discard myself to everyday society. I was never cut out to be a deity. 10,000 futures I've seen, yet none of them feature us meeting again after this. What I see here now gives me hope. She walks over to you and squeezes your hand. Close your eyes. You close your eyes as instructed by the goddess. You are another connection to me besides my link with Elada and her bloodline. If we work together, we might be able to send you back. Get out of here. Go back. Back to the future. You really are the true god of this world, aren't you? What can you see? 2 lines? Tie them together. Thank you. Alright, and we're back. Eyes open. That's an instruction for everyone. Eyes open now. Eyes widening. Elada grips your hand so tightly you can feel her pulse. Elada. She embraces you. Don't speak. You can tell that she's been crying. All these years and you'd never seen her cry until today. You lose track of how many days Elada has been waiting for you since you left the Ifrit camp. She's willing to wait until the very end, even after Rick herself had given up. Because she trusts that you will defeat time. Dope. Alright, Well, we are going to leave this episode here, I think. So guys, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more content from me, the Aussie Nerd, feel free to subscribe to my channel and check out the other videos on there. If you think you know any friends of mine enjoy my content, make sure you share a video or two with them. Really appreciate it. And finally, if you want to leave any hints, tips, tricks, feedback of the videos, or you just want to say hi, make sure you do so in the comments section down below so I can see it. And I'll see all of you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.